All right. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, so welcome to the second week of the VMed Bootcamp. And this second week is going to cover Microsoft PowerPoint. Yeah, the first week we had Microsoft Excel. Yeah, the people that attended, we gave out the exercise. Then you required to submit that exercise as early as possible. Then unlike last or like the last session or last week, unlike Microsoft Excel, for PowerPoint, we're not going to do exercises. What we're going to do is going to be just one single assignment, but it's going to be like a competition. Yeah, so Microsoft PowerPoint is about, okay, let me share my screen. Yeah, we live on YouTube. Yeah, so in case your network is not good, you can go on the YouTube channel and you watch from there. So this is Microsoft PowerPoint. In order for you to open it, just tap the start button on your computer, then type in PowerPoint. Then it will open this interface for you. Yeah, oh, let me close it, open it again. Yes, it will open an interface like this. Can you all see this? Anyone that can confirm whether they can see this?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so Microsoft PowerPoint is it's a presentation software. What does that mean? It helps people to come up with presentations, but not only presentations. You can do animations. The animations are kind of like adverts that you watch on TV. Yeah, they may be using other software to do that, but you can produce the same thing with PowerPoint. Yeah, so what our competition is going to be about is that each one of you is going to produce an ad like an advert for any business of your choice. So it can be your home business, like maybe you're selling clothes, you're going to do an ad for that. Then maybe even if you choose, like, let me do an ad for Airtel, let me do an ad for MTN, let me do an ad for any kind of business, either existing, either yours or not yours. Yeah, so with that, on the last day you will present, then we shall be awarding the best two. Yeah, so those that produce impressive adverts, they will be awarded. The prize, you'll know about the prize later on. Yeah, so before we get started, let's have a few words from Mr. Adrian. Mr. Adrian is also an instructor. I work hand in hand with him. Yeah, so Mr. Adrian, if you're there, please give us a few words before we kick off this.
Yes, good evening, everyone. My name is Adrian, working hand in hand with Mansour, make sure this thing happens. Well, I will not say much, but I would like to welcome each one of you that has managed to take time to at least add this skill to yourselves. I hope to learn from you, and I hope you will also learn something from us. Yeah, in case you have any question, you can always ask. In case you're stuck, in case you feel like you want to learn something, maybe any suggestion of maybe within you've interacted with this software before, but then you got a few issues here and there, you can always bring them up and we discuss about them. Yeah, so let me wish everyone a nice session. I'll be in the message section. In case you have any question, you can ask. I'll be able to respond as soon as possible. Other than that, I think Mansuri can take over.
All right. Yeah. So thank you for that. Yeah. So right about now, this is Microsoft PowerPoint. Yes, it is part of the Microsoft Office package. When you install a Microsoft Office suite, you get a PowerPoint, Word, Excel, Access, Publisher, Outlook, and many more. Yeah, so when you open PowerPoint, on your left, you'll have like recent slides or like PowerPoint files that you've made. So like on my side, these are the last PowerPoints that I've worked on. Then on your right, you'll get what they call templates. Yeah, so these are inbuilt templates that instead of starting a blank presentation, or just imagine a document that is completely having nothing, that is what they call a blank presentation. You can start on something, then you edit it. So that's what they call a template. Yeah, most of the things you learn about them later on when you dive into the course. And so this is where you see the templates. You can see there are very many, and also they are kind of grouped. Maybe I want templates about education. I can click on it. Then for this, it will require you to have internet connection. Then now it will load as many templates as possible. Yeah, so the things we're going to do are going to look similar to this. For example, let me load any. Yes, good evening, Kenneth.
Sorry, I joined late. I had to load data.
Okay, no problem. We hadn't moved that further. You'll be able to catch up.
Sorry, I'm interrupting the session, but I was wondering, how do you send the homework?
For Excel?
Yes.
I did in the group.
Oh, you put in the group, eh?
Where you want to submit? Hello?
To submit.
To submit, I sent the email on which you submit. It is called education@vimedi.org. If you check in documents, you'll be seeing it.
Okay, I'll submit after this session.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so I'm going to start. I'm going to open one template, and you get a feel of what we're going to be able to come up with. For example, maybe I want this design school. I'll click on it, then click on create. It's not that you always start from a template, but I just want to show you what we're going to be capable of doing. Okay. Let me try again. Yeah, seems it can't download that. Let me try another one. If it doesn't, I'm going to try with inbuilt because these ones are online. So sometimes it is hard for you to download unless you logged in or you have an account with Microsoft. So, okay, let's use the ones that are inbuilt. I'm not going to use those ones that are online. Yeah, so let me just open this. All right, there's an issue with the internet, maybe. Okay, but I just wanted to show you like the things we're going to be able to create. They will be looking like this. Yeah, so with this case, I'm going to use a blank presentation so that I start a new presentation. Yeah, so this is what they call a blank presentation. Yeah, you start with just presentation is a combination of slides. Yeah, we shall get comfortable with the language later on if you've never used PowerPoint. But slides are like different pages where you present certain information. For example, here I just have one slide, and on that slide I can write anything. Maybe I'm writing about Uganda. I can say Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. Uganda, maybe down here, say the Pearl of Africa. Yeah, so this is one slide. Now it is having that information. Maybe I want to go ahead and talk about Uganda, so I have to move on to the next slide. Yeah, so you can take it as a page, but in PowerPoint it's called a slide. Yeah, you just have to, this is the first slide, then you just have to click below it, right click, then select new slide, or just click up here and click on new slide. Then you get another slide that will be blank. Yeah, if you need a third one, click another slide. Then now you have 3 of them. If I want to work on this, I click on that. If I want to work on the second slide, I click on the second slide. If I want to work on the third slide, I click on the third slide. Yeah, so you can see when the slides are numbered. Yeah, so before we continue, let's go and first save our slides. So we click on File, Save As, browse, then we go to where I want to save. So I'm going to save it on desktop. Yeah, and I'm going to create a folder and I call it Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, or just Uganda. So I can right click here, select new, then folder, then I type in Uganda. Like this is the name of the folder in which I want to create. I want to save my file. I double click to open it. Then within here, this is where I'm going to save it. So ensure that you always save it as a PowerPoint presentation. There are also other formats, but now we want to save it as a PowerPoint presentation. Give it a name. I'm going to leave it to be called Uganda, then click on save. Yeah, so with that, we've saved our work as Uganda, as you could see up from there, the name Uganda is there. So this is now what they call a presentation. We have a collection of different slides, the first slide, the second slide, and the third slide. Yeah, so today, basically what we're going to learn is, it is called layouts and master slides, or a slide master. That's what we're going to learn only. And I want you to master it very, very well. Yeah, so you can see that when I create a new slide, like the way I have this second slide, and we haven't added anything, it has two portions. The first one is saying click to add title. Then another one is saying click to add text. Yeah, so the combination of these two, like here I can add the title, then here I can add like a description. So the combination of these two is what they call a layout. Yeah, so you can have different layouts per slide. And in order for you to change the layout, you click on layout. Then you can see that you have different layouts. I can say that this slide is going to be blank. Then it will change it to a blank slide. I can say that this slide is going to have only the title. So that is that particular layout. Yeah, and when I type the title, I'm not going to type anything else. And that's what they call a layout. Then like they are different layouts. So we're going to look at how do you use these layouts? How do you create your own layout? How do you edit the layouts? Yeah, so for this, I'm going to leave it to have a layout of title and content. Yes, that means that I'm going to have a title, then I have content about that. So here I can have my title called About Uganda. Yes, then I go ahead to write about Uganda. Yeah, so as you're creating slides, you may want to borrow some information like online, and that is fine. You may want to borrow some information online. For example, you may want to borrow you may want to use certain photos. You may want to use certain information, like we may find there's a page which is called Wikipedia. Like here, let me open it. It's called Wikipedia. It tends to have information about like different things. So we may come here and we search about Uganda. Maybe I don't know a lot about Uganda, but someone else has already written about Uganda. Yeah, so I come, search about Uganda, then I'm going to get information. about Uganda, like Uganda, officially the Republic of Uganda is landlocked country in East Africa. Yeah, so this information is possible for us to copy it, then we paste it in our slide. Yeah, so that maybe we want legit information or we don't even want to waste a lot of time. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to select like this. Okay, like up to here. I right click, select copy, meaning I've copied that text. I come to PowerPoint, then I come here where I want to insert the information. Now, when you copy, you can use a shortcut like Ctrl+C, then Ctrl+V. But we're not going to use Ctrl+V. Why? We don't want to paste the information the way it is from here. We want to paste it when it is plain, like when it doesn't have these links, when it is not looking like this. So we right click, then we select this, the last one. It's called keep text only. If you paste it like this, it's going to look the way it looks from the website. And that's not what we want. We want to use this. Yeah. So we've got some text that is going to represent about Uganda. So then this is about bullets, like bulletins in case I had different points, but now I don't want this to be a bullet. I can just tap backspace and I remove it. Then I read through to remove the text that I don't want. So this is Uganda, Ugandan languages, then Uganda. So I don't need this. I can remove it. I say Uganda, officially the Republic of Uganda. Okay, comma, Uganda, officially the Republic of Uganda. And then we don't need also this. Can say is a landlocked country in East African, in East Central Africa. It is bordered to the east by Kenya, to the north by South Sudan, to the west by Democratic Republic of Congo, to the southwest by Rwanda, and to the south by Tanzania. So that information is enough. We're done with our slide. Then now we're going to create another slide, maybe talking about why should you visit Uganda or Uganda's tourist attractions. So we can type Uganda's tourist attractions. So who can give me one tourist attraction that you have in Uganda? Yes, anyone? Maybe let me just speak. Kenneth, give us one tourist attraction that we have in Uganda.
Safaris.
Okay. Like? Just mention the name.
As in, like a type of.
The name, okay, like just mention the name. For example, if it is a national park, you can tell me the national park like that.
I'm not really aware of such parks in Uganda, but let me see.
Okay, anyone else? Let me see. Okay, Shafiq. You can type in the chat. If you can't talk, you can type in the chat.
There's one called Gorilla Trekking Safari.
Yes.
There's also Queen Elizabeth National Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you to everyone.
Oh.
We're going to include all of them in our slide, in our presentation. Yeah. So now we're going to start by mentioning like we're going to go to the next slide, then we put one by one. We right click, put new slide, then we can say national parks. Then now we can list the national parks that we have. So which national parks do we have?
We have Queen Elizabeth National Park.
Yes.
We have Murchison Falls National Park, Uganda. We have Buwindi Forest National Park. Let me see. We have Sippy Falls.
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
Can stop there. Yeah, so yeah, don't forget to save our presentation. So you just tap on Control S like that to save. So now we've got at least enough content for our presentation so that we make it impressive, so that someone that is looking at it. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do exactly. Yeah, so we're going to go back to the internet and we search about, this time around, we're going to go to Google, like google.com. Then we search about Uganda's tourist attractions. Like there are very many ways of inserting photos into the PowerPoint, but I want to show you the first one. The first one is to download onto your computer, then you insert it. But it is also possible to insert it directly from online. Yeah, so we're going to first look at downloading. Then after downloading, then we insert it into our slide. So we have Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. So here, these are just words, but we can add a photo. Yeah, that is going to make it more impressive. Yeah, so before we do that, we can come back to the layout here. Then we look at layouts that have like more than two, because this layout is called a title slide. It has the title, then some other description on the title, but it doesn't have a provision for you to put the photo. So we can come back to layout, then we get maybe another layout that has a provision for the photo and maybe where you can put a word. So maybe something like this. Yeah, so we can have Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. Then here on this other side, we can insert a photo we shall just click on this, then we insert our photo that we're going to download. So we're going to download it we're going to come here to the internet and we type in Uganda's tourist attractions. Then change from all to, okay, sorry about that. Change from all to images, click on images. So when you click on images, it's now going to load only photos. Yeah, so we want to put a photo that is impressive on the front page. Yeah, we may decide to put maybe Uganda's national flag, but that may not be impressive enough. So we may just put like these ones that are looking already good. So we can get maybe this was a poster from someone, but it is possible we can download it. So click on it. Then after clicking on it, right click into the photo, select save as. Then you go to where I want to save it. So I want to save it on desktop inside Uganda. I'm going to create another folder and I call it photos. Yes, then I can change the name. Like maybe this is a certain poster. Click on save. So we've got one photo. We may need another one. Yeah, so we can pick maybe this. Just pick something that looks impressive when it is done loading. So this one is done loading, but it is not looking so clear. it is somehow, but we can get one which is better like that. Yeah, so we can save this too. Yeah, let me leave it with the names without renaming. So you can get some animals like, oh, this is impressive. We can put it on the home page. We can get something like this. Yeah, it's a bit clear. We save it. It is a crane, crested crane. Yeah, and maybe we need some Ugandan flag. You never know. We get it. So now I'm just acquiring photos that I may use or I may need in my PowerPoint like presentation. But as you get in the photos, ensure that you don't get, okay, this is hard to go about. It is a bit complicated, on very hard to realize, but don't get photos that are copyrighted, especially those that have like a watermark within them. For example, if this had like NTV or NBS watermark or sticker, don't use it because it was taken by them and it is not free to use. I'm going to give you the platform where you can download free photos to use. Yeah, but for now, we're just going to use them even if they are copyrighted. But no, it is not good to use such. Yeah, so let's get more. And we go back to our presentation. Okay, we can get this. Right click, select save as. You can see I'm not changing the folder because every time now it comes back to the same folder. Yeah, so I'm done getting the photos I want to use. I come back. So here I want to select the photo that I want to use. I'm going to click on pictures because I want to put a photo instead of text. I go to where it is located, Uganda, photos. Then I want to use this. Click on insert. Then here it is. Or another way, I'm going to press Ctrl Z to undo. I can come to insert, then pictures. Then I click on the picture, I click on insert like that. Yeah, so now we have this. We've not yet organized them. Yeah, so don't worry about that. So here we have about Uganda. So this is text. We don't need to put a photo onto this because there's already enough text, like there's already enough information. So we don't need to put a photo. Then here we have Uganda's tourist attraction. So you can see also this layout may need to change to like the other one that we've used. Okay, here layout. Then we may need to change to this or to this. Yeah, so let me click on this, then I use this. Yeah, so the information is going to be this side. Then here we're going to have photos. So I'm going to remove the bulletins. Don't forget to save, just press Ctrl S. I'm always saving, yeah, so click on pictures. We go and get one that is having Uganda's tourist, like this poster. We put it there. Yeah, we're going to come back on improving our presentation. Then we have national parks. So we may also decide to change the layout to maybe this time around to this. Yeah, but this side is where I want to put my photo instead of here. So I can copy, I select all this information, right click, like I select this, right click, select cut, so that it cuts it from there. I click in this, right click, I select paste. This time around, I want to paste when it is bulleted. So I click on this. Then I come here and I insert the photo about the national parks. Maybe this one. Yeah, so now we're just going to look at those slides. Yeah, we have only 4 slides and we want now to start looking on beautifying them or formatting them or making them impressive. Yeah. So any question up to that point? Do we anyone has a question before I continue? Okay, if you don't have any question, then if you can't speak up, you can type the question into the chat. Yeah, so since there is no question, so now what they call a presentation. So I'm presenting about Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. First, I have a title, then talking about Uganda, how it's the Pearl of Africa, then showing a certain image. Yeah, so this is now what I was talking about. You see in this photo, there is a water marker and it is having new vision. Yeah, so it's not good to use such photos. Yeah, but we're going to use it just for demonstration. But in your presentations that you do, don't always use photos that have stickers or like this water marker for a certain company. Yeah. Then these are our slides. We have 4 slides, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going to learn how to use what they call a master slide or a slide master. Yes, what does a slide master mean? A slide master means it is where you dedicate or you dictate or you define how your slides should look like for each layout. When I click on layout, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. There are very many layouts. So when I go to a slide master, I will say that, please, when someone selects a comparison layout, this is how it should look like. If someone selects a title layout, please let it look like this. And that's what we're going to look at. Yeah, so in order for you to open a slide master, click on view, then look for slide master here. Click on it, then it's going to bring for you. It's going to bring for you there like a collection of slides. Yeah, having the first slide is like one slide. That's a master slide. Then these other ones are below it. What does that mean? What it means is that if I make a change in this first slide, that change is going to reflect to these other ones. But if I make a change only to this, like to only this slide, it will not reflect to every other slide. And also another meaning is that these are, like we've said, are different layouts, like the way we've looked from the other side. Yeah, so if this is a title layout, the one that has on a title, if I edit this, like this one should have a font color, we can come back to home and we say it should have a font color of red. Every slide I choose and I select it to have this particular layout will have its title being in red color. Yeah, so let me take it back to black. Yeah, you'll get it, like you'll get it the more you tend to use it. Yeah, it may not stick for the first time, but you'll understand it. So we're not going to first edit this. We're just going to the first slide or the master slide. Yes, so I come to the master slide. This means that for every heading on these layouts, please you format it in this way or you make it look like this. So I'm going to say to click on it and I change like the font type, and you're going to see what is going to happen. So I'm going to change it to Cambodia like that. So you see all these other fonts have changed. All of them have changed like that. When I've changed only this, then let me also just change the color, only the color. So I'm going to change to some dark blue like that. Then I come and say, I want it to always be in uppercase and I want it to be bold. and I want it to be centered. So you see every change you make up here, it affects all these other ones. Remember, these are not our slides, they are just layouts in the slide. So let's click on this. Then we go back to slide master. Then we cross it. We're going to come back, but we just want to look at how it has affected our slides. Click on cross slide master. So you see here, wherever there is a title, it has changed to the color that we set under font for every slide. Even if you have 1,000 slides, it does the same thing. Yeah, there's an as to why very few people use a master slide, but it makes everything easy. Then if we are not using master slide, we had to come here, change the font type, bold it, then we go to another one, do the same thing, then we go to another and do the same thing. And that one takes a lot of time. Yeah, so we're going to go back to our slide master view, slide master. We come back to the first slide, this. Then I will come to this. Yeah, what does this mean? These are called like a different levels or headings. If you use the Microsoft Word, you may understand what I'm talking about, but maybe we shall get a session and I try to show you that. But what this means is that there's a first heading, though in the PowerPoint slide, that would be like heading 2. Like, please make it to look like this and have like you can decide to make it to have a different color. You may decide to have it italicized like that. So wherever it appears in the other slides, if I cross this and I come back here, so you see, now the words have changed to that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we come to view, go back to slide master, then we come back to this. Then we don't want it to change the color. We want it to have the black color. We're going to leave it to the black color. Yes, I need to select it. Black color, then I don't want to italicize it. Maybe what I need to change is I want it to have a certain font type. Yeah, so we're going to use the same font type as the font type we used on headings. Then click on save. Yeah, we always want to see how it has affected our slides. We come back slide master, cross it, then we come to our slides. So you see every change we do from the other side, they are going to be affected on this side. Yeah, so now let me show you just one more thing. Before we come back to beautify it very well, is come to view, slide master. Then remember everything I've been changing from this has been affecting the slides below. But now what if I come to this? This is called a title slide. No, not that one, this. Yeah, so what if I only change this? Like I want this one to always have okay, purple color and should be italicized like that. Then I save it. I come to slide master, close it. I come back to my presentation, but I don't have a title slide. I don't have any slide with that layout. So I'm going to insert a new slide, click on new slide. Then I want a slide to be having title only. Yeah, so you can see for it, it is coming okay, I'm just going to type thank you. So you can see that it is adopting what we've edited the other side, but it's not getting these other colors. Why? Because when I came to the slide master view, slide master, I went to the slide directly. Like I came to this slide and I changed. So now that means okay, it's called overriding. For example, you can say that for every person, we're going to buy them, for example, this particular phone. Like for every student that joins a university is going to get a Toshiba laptop. But when you go ahead to just change for just one student, it's not going to affect others. And that's what is happening here. Yeah, so we shall always be coming back to the master slide. But for now, we're going to stop on that. Let me hope everyone has learned at least a little bit of how to use it. Is there anyone who is lost?
No, it looks pretty straightforward. I've never used it in school.
Oh, okay. Anyone else? Okay. Yeah, so let's continue. So there's what they call themes. Okay, we have our slides. Now let's try to edit them so that they look a bit perfect. Yeah, so we have Uganda, then the Pearl of Africa. Yeah, so this is maybe it's not formatted well, so we can remove the bulletin. Then after that, I can use different like things. Here there's text direction. I can make it to be rotated. I can make it rotate to the right. Can make it to be like stacked. Yeah, like that. There are different options that you can play around with. So this is what we want to see when it reaches to the competition. It's what we want to look at. How creative are you? How can you play around with the things? And that's what we want to look at. Yeah, so now I have this presentation. Yeah, it is presentable, but not that impressive. So we need to make it a bit more impressive. How? We can add different themes. So I can come to design. Then these are what they call themes. So for now it is in like nothing or black theme. But when I try to change, you can see that they get applied to the slide. So I'm getting different like designs. Yeah, so you can see that when I click on this and maybe I select a particular theme, it is going to get applied to all of the slides like that. And they are going to adopt that particular theme. But you should be keen on using the themes. Why? Because sometimes you can't edit. Like here, I can click on the image, but when I try to click on this, I can't edit. So now that means if I have more information that is going like past this, it may not be clear enough. So you have to be very keen as you're choosing the themes. And that is the first way of using the themes. And you can see that when I selected the theme, it changed now my colors. Like I'd set my blue colors, I'd set different things, but now it is changing to its own colors. Why? Because when they were making a theme, they gave it particular fonts it should use, how it should use them. Yeah, so unless I go back again and I change. So that's why it is better. If you're going to use a theme, get your content, apply the theme, then you start doing the modifications later on. Yeah, so for now, I'm going to go back to this nothing theme. So now that means everything has been reset. I come back to my slide master and I scroll up here. You can see that when I apply the theme, it has reset everything unless I change again. So I can click to that. So I'm just going to change a few things. That was Cambodia and this was dark blue, not purple. Yeah, then here I'm also going to change the font, Cambodia. Yeah, only that. So it is also possible to apply the theme from here, from the slide master. You can come to, I can come to slide master. Then there is what they call themes here. Yeah, so I can select any theme that I want. For example, maybe this. And you're going to see that it's going to be applied to all the slides. Yeah, it is also going to reset what I'd set before. Yeah, so maybe I don't want that. I want this one only. Yeah, so it's going to get applied on every theme. So let's just go with that, just for demonstration purposes. Then another thing that you can change, it's called colors. Yeah, so you can click on colors, then you set different colors. Yeah, you can see the first one was in like green, this, it was in green like that. But it is possible to use the theme, but maybe you don't like the color. So you can come and change the color to maybe this violet. Yeah, you can see then it gets applied everywhere. Then you can also change the font. Which font type do you want to use? So for this case, it will be changing from up and down. So I may change to Times New Roman. Yeah, like that. Then effects. Okay, these ones we shall see them later on. Yeah. Then there's what they call background styles. I can put a particular background on my slides without affecting the theme. So instead of having pure white, I may have some gray like that. Yeah, I close the master view. When I come back here, you can see that it has been applied to every slide. Yeah, so I want every slide you should use the slide master. I don't want you to edit individual slides, because this is what most people do, to edit individual slides, but it's not a good idea. Yeah, then I'm going to show you one more thing in slide master. We come back, view, slide master. Then we want to insert like a logo to appear on each and every slide. And how do we go about that? Most of the times what people do, they come to this slide, like for every slide, click on insert, then maybe they get a photo. So maybe I'm getting the Uganda flag. Click on insert. Yeah, it is inserted. Then I want to resize it so that it is small. Yeah, always resize from the edges like this. So I want it to appear on every like edge of the slide, maybe there on every slide. So what most people do, they click on it, then they copy, right click, copy, go to this slide and you paste like that, then you reposition it. Copy, go to this slide and paste. But that is not the better way of the right way of doing it. So we're going to delete it from everywhere. Delete. And I come to the master slide view, the slide master. I come to this, our master slide. Then I insert that photo from here. So I come to insert, then pictures. I go to where it is here. Yeah, then I can resize, like we said. It is possible for you to also download something that is, okay, let's go back to the internet and we download a good flag. So you can say Uganda flag. Maybe even add it like a logo. Then if I don't want it to have a background, I click on tools. Then I come to color and I select transparent. So it is only going to bring me those flags that don't have a background color. And that is what I want. So I'm going to go with maybe this. So it is loading. So this means transparency. So wherever I insert it to something with a color, this part will be occupied with that color that you have. So you're going to save this, right click, save as. Then we call it a Uganda flag. Okay, just a UG flag. Yeah, then we come back to our presentation. Insert, pictures, then we get it here. Yeah, it is big. We have to resize it. Yeah, maybe to that. Put it at the end, like we want it to be on top here. Yeah, so what happens for every slide? it is going to have that flag. Now, when I close the master view and I come back to this, every slide is having it. And guess what? I can't click and delete it. Like I can't edit it from here. Even if I take it, like when I try to click on something here, I can select it. But for this, I can't. Unless I come back to my slide master, then this is where I'm able to like edit it from. Yeah.
But
so
why is that?
Why is it what?
Why can you can't edit?
Because okay, like I've used the master slide or the slide master to dictate that every slide should have this.
Oh,
But if I insert it from here, like if I come here and I insert it, if I insert it from here, it will only be inserted on one slide. So I'll have to copy and paste it to other slides.
oh, okay.
Like this, maybe it is here. I'll have to copy, click on the new slide, I paste it like that. I paste it again and again and again like that. But that is not the effective way of doing it. Yeah, so okay, so I'm going to delete it from every slide. Yeah. So we have this right now. So I'm going to show you one more thing, then we shall call it a day. And I want you to go and now you play around with it. It's called a smart art. Yeah. So what is smart art? It is art, but that is smart. Maybe okay. Like the first thing we can do, apart from that, we can insert what they call shapes here. You can come to this, or you can come to insert, look for shapes. Then you can insert different shapes. Like maybe I want a star, I can draw a star. Maybe I want to draw, I want a cloud. There is a cloud. Okay, then I can draw a cloud like that. So this is like shapes or certain art, but what they call smart art is something advanced than this. Yeah, so I'm going to insert smart art here. So I come to insert, then I come to smart art like that. So from smart art, I can insert a lot of things. There is lists. It is list something, but in a certain way, or like in a better way, in a styled way. If I want to do something with a process, maybe production of cement, and I want to show it in a kind of process, I can click on process, then I choose any like pictorial that I want. So if I need a cycle, yeah, like that, so I can select, maybe let's add this, click on it. You can double click on it or click on it, press OK. Then it will get inserted here. So we've selected the pattern is particular cycle. Yeah, maybe we want to talk about how do you visit Uganda. Yeah, the first thing you need to do is maybe visit uganda.com. Then what is the next thing? Book a trip. Then what is the next thing? Yeah, like that. I just click, then I add text. Then another thing that you can do that makes it to be smart art is I can click on this, then I edit my text from here. So after visiting uganda.com and I book a trip, what else do I need to do? Maybe get prepared. Yeah, then after getting prepared, visit Uganda. You can see that everything I type now, it is changing. it is changing to the next cycle here. Then after visiting Uganda, maybe enjoy the Pearl of Africa. Yes, like that. So if I tap enter, it's going to automatically add another shape here. And if I press backspace, it's going to remove it like that. So that is just a sample of what you can do with smart art, but it is a lot that you can do with smart art. Yeah, so someone is asking, what if you have a process of like 10 steps and the one you choose as 4 steps, how can you add up? Yeah, I've already showed you. Just click on this. Then you can add more. Just press enter, then add more. Or you can even come to one of the shapes, this, right click. Then it has add shape after or add shape before. So I can right click and say add shape before, then it is added. Then you can also delete it. Then you may find that, oh, I messed up with the process. It's supposed to move the other way around. Then it is also possible to change the direction. Yeah, to another okay, that's it. Okay, I'm going to show it to you, but it is possible to reverse like the direction. Then we may be having a particular list. For example, here we have what they call national parks. Yeah. Okay, we didn't touch on editing, moving things around. Yeah, but we may be having a particular text like this, and I want to turn it into smart art. So what I do, I can right click, I select all of it, then I come to smart art. I come here to convert to smart art. Then I choose how should that list look like. Yeah, maybe this. Yeah, then I see it is not impressive. Maybe this. Yeah, a bit. Maybe this. Yeah, so let's go with this. This. And maybe we increase its size a little bit. Increase its size a little bit. Then now you can see that this gives you an option to add an image. So I can double click on it. Then I select an image from a file or from online, or I can even add icons. So I can click on from icons, then it loads. So this one may require you to have internet connection, and also you may need your account to be signed into like Microsoft. Mine is signed, so you may try and doesn't come out. So now let me just look for which one is this? This is Queen Elizabeth. So we may look for an icon for maybe, is it okay, let me just say animal. Yeah, elephant is here. Yes, click on it, press insert, then it will be inserted. So this is Maction Falls National Park. Double click, icons. Maybe you can search for water body in case it is there. Yeah, maybe I take this. Click on insert. Yeah, like that. You continue. This is Depo Valley. So I can look for maybe a mountain, something like that. Okay, let me see if valley is there. This, click on insert, like that. But if it is a photo, just double click, go to from a file, then insert the photo, like that. And you're done. So you see, we've not even edited it so much, but now it has started coming out. Yeah, like that. So today we've looked at master slide, then we've looked at smart art. And I would like to, very few people use those, and those are the ones that make PowerPoint to be so powerful. Yeah, so is there any question from anyone about those that we've covered? Okay, if there is no question, I'm just going to show you one. Okay, I'm just going to show you a few. There are like one more thing or two, then we call it a day. There's what they call presenting, and we shall always be doing this. Like now I'm done making my slides. Then I need to present it to someone. Yeah, so if you're presenting to someone, they don't want, we don't want them to see like these other tools, just want them to see this screen. Yeah, so what you do, you just press either F5 or you come to slideshow. Then you select whether I want to present from the beginning. So I'm going to click on from the beginning. Then this is what you see. Then the way you move through it is with the arrows. Yeah, like that. When it reaches at the end, it brings a blank screen like that. So we shall have more tricks on okay, we shall have more tricks on how to present the PowerPoint slide later on in the next sessions. Yeah, because there is this screen. Sometimes, okay, if you connect this, most people know it, those that have connected their computers to like a monitor or to a projector. When you're presenting to people, they are not seeing what you're seeing. You're seeing different things. And your screen will look like this. In order for you to open this particular screen, you press Alt and F5. Yeah, so let me first get, can you see the screen that is separated or you're seeing just one?
I can see the screen.
Can you see these no notes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because sometimes it would have showed you this, because when you're presenting it to other people, they will be seeing only this screen. Then it is you who can see these other controls. And here there is no notes. So for every slide, you can add like different notes just to remind you. Like here, I just have Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. But what if there are certain words I want to talk about? Or I want to be reminded as I'm talking about Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. So I add notes. So I'm going to press Escape. I come to the slide. Okay, I come to this slide. Then I click on Notes. So I want to add notes. So I can say Uganda is called the Pearl of Africa because of favorable, maybe environment. Yeah, then I save. Now I come back to my screen. Say Alt F5. Yeah, so you see this one that is showing Uganda is called the Pearl of Africa because of its favorable environment. This, when you've connected your computer and you've put, it's called a VGA cable or HDMI. You've connected it to a projector or to another monitor, people will not be seeing this. They will be seeing this screen. So this is to remind you that's how some people are capable of doing presentations and they don't forget anything because they attach notes to them. Yeah, and more and more and more other things that we shall look at them later on. Like here, you can come and say, now I want to draw something and I don't want to draw it here. Okay, it is possible to pick a pen, like I want a pen and I want to draw something here. But now I don't want to draw in there photos here. I want a blank slide. I right click here, I come to screen, then I select white screen. Then I can come here and I do my demonstrations. When I'm done, I come back to this screen and white screen, then it brings back these other photos. Yeah, like that. So the shortcut is Alt F5. For this, it is Alt F5. Alt F5. Yeah, so Then I'm going to press escape. Then I don't want to keep this, what I've annotated there or what I've written there. So I'll click on this card. Then we come back here. Yeah. So unless there are any questions, if we don't have any questions, then we're going to end here. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Kenneth, did you hear the assignment that you're going to do?
Assignment for PowerPoint?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Everyone is going to come up with an ad, or what they call like an advert. Yeah, you can have as many slides as you want, but about any business, even if like your home business or any company of your choice. Yeah, I'm going to send more details on WhatsApp about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
when is it due?
It will be presented at the end of the week, and it will be like a competition, and we awarding the best. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So let's have just a closing words from Mr. Adrian, then we shall call it a day. Yes, Adrian, either.
Yes. Thank you so much for everything.
Okay.
It has been nice. I hope members have learned as it was intended. Meanwhile, before we close, there's something I wanted to share with you guys. Maybe if you could let me share a screen.
Yes, you can share.
Just a moment. Yes, you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, there's some. Can you hear this? The volume?
Not really. I think you have to share the audio.
Wait. Share the audio.
It should be in certain setting, but now we're using a phone app, checking more.
Let's see. Can't see. Meanwhile, if it fails, I'll just share, I think, the link of the video.
Yeah, you'll share the link of the video.
Because that's quite maybe better. But it's some lady, she's talking about tips to make a good presentation. It's here. She really explains the tips that if you're making a presentation, the things that you should follow. I try to go through it. It has very good content, and it may be helpful towards your final assignment. So I'm going to share a screen, a link with you. At the end of it all, you'll be able to maybe go through it if you may wish to. Other than that, I think I can say, yeah, good night, because really everything has been said. Unless you have any question, you can really follow up.
Would you please put that link of that video in the WhatsApp group?
Yes, sure. I'm going to do that.
He's going to share.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, I think I can wish you a good night, and yeah.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Okay. Good night.